Today, I'm going to show you how to set your team up like Xavi's Barcelona in FIFA 23. Let's check it out. Alright, so first things first, we have to set up the correct formation. Xavi's been playing a 4-3-3 with a holding midfielder, so this is the formation you want to pick in FIFA. So with that established, let's get straight into the team tactics. We'll start with defense, and Barcelona has one of the best defenses in Europe's top 5 leagues at the moment. We want to mimic that in FIFA, so we're going to start with pressing after possession loss. This is very similar to the way Barcelona have been playing, but the width and the depth are where it gets interesting. You want a width of 40 to keep things pretty condensed in the center, but the depth we're going to crank up to 90. Barcelona's been playing an extremely high line in real life. They start the press high up the pitch, and in FIFA, this is going to help you maintain possession when you win the ball back and make it really hard for the opposition to play out from the back. We do want to make sure though that when you're using tactics like this, you have pacey defenders. They're going to be the ones that need to bail you out when through balls get played behind your lines. That is going to happen, so just be careful of that. But now we go back to the offensive tactics. We are going to start with slow build-up and possession, pretty much what you would expect. In terms of the build-up from there, you want to focus on 1-2s, keeping the ball for a lot of the game, and really not rushing on offense. But underneath of that, we want to set the width to 35 to help focus on short plays through the midfield. The player tactics are going to help keep the width. I'll get to that in just a minute. But in terms of rounding out these settings, you want 8 players in the box, not for putting in crosses like you might think, but for getting cutbacks and little 1-2s through the box. We want a lot of players in the box and ready to score. It does work very well in game. Now for corners, you're going to want to play it short and have a lot of players to come up and help keep the pressure on. So you can crank this up to 4, but be careful, don't cross that ball into the box and you get caught on the counterattack. Definitely could come back to bite you. Now, we got that all established. Let's take a look at the player instructions. This is where it all comes together. The goalkeeper you want to set for comes to crosses and sweeper keeper. It's going to help you with that high line that we set on the counterattacks. If you don't have your keeper rushing out to challenge these 1v1s, you're going to have a bad time. Now, just in front of him, you want the center back set to everything default. If you're actually using Barcelona here, I think the default for one of them is play as striker. You don't want that to get this as true to life as possible. When we look at the left-hand side where Jordi Alba plays, you want this set to join the attack and overlap. This is going to be what keeps the width on offense despite the narrow formation. And on the right side, we want an inverted run type for that fullback where Balde's been playing a lot in real life. And you'll see exactly how that works with the right winger in just a second. But we have the backline set. Let's take a look at the midfield. Central defensive mid. Now there's a lot of customization here. So you're going to want to set to cut to passing lanes, stay back while attacking, cover center, and then a deep lying playmaker. This gets it a really unique role, similar to how Busquets plays in real life, where he stays central, doesn't cover a lot of the pitch, but is integral to cutting off passes and building up play from deep. And now just in front of Busquets, we have 2 other center mids. On that left-hand side in what we'll call the Pedri role, we want everything set on default with the exception of free roam. Now that's going to allow this player to get really involved with the play and just find spaces wherever we can, either in the final third just outside the box or starting from deeper. But on the right-hand side where De Jong likes to play, again, all defaults, but we want to set this player to get into the box for crosses. This is going to be the player out of midfield actually looking to get us goals and get in the box rather than create from deeper. So they kind of complement each other in that way. And now moving out of midfield into that front line, we'll start on the left where we have the Dembele role. Now the 2 most important settings for this position are cut inside and get in behind. We're going to create chances either coming off of the target man's striker or just cutting in and having a shot from outside the box. Now, on the right-hand side, we have where Rafinha plays. This is going to be the opposite. This right midfielder, we're going to set to stay wide, but also still get in behind to really stretch and stay high up the pitch. This is the width on the right-hand side with the right back kind of inverted, so it's crisscrossed on either side, but it will create a lot of opportunities. And then finally, we have the target man in the center. You want to keep all of these on defaults, with the exception of staying as a target man. We want this player to really be the center, coming off of the 2 wingers to play little 1-2s. Ideally, you'd have someone with good passing, but also just be an option for crosses or balls into the box to be sort of a poacher in that area. So there you have it, quick and easy Barcelona tutorial. Let me know in the comments if you tried this and what you think. Also, join the Discord if you haven't already for more behind the scenes. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you again soon.